Hey YouTube, welcome to 10 Pages a Day, a virtual book club. I am Denise, Transformational Life Coach, and your host for the next interminable amount of time. I'm glad you're here. I'm going to just take a minute. This is my intro video to tell you a little bit about how and where 10 Pages a Day came from. Jeff Olson, author of Slight Edge, compounding on Stephen Covey, author of 7 Habits of Highly Effective People's idea of sharpening the saw, which is just a universal principle of personal development and inner personal leadership and making it manageable. Basically, Jeff Olson talks about 1% consistent daily effort to create change and transformation in a person's life. As a transformational coach, it's one of my favorite tools in my toolbox to use. And this is it, 10 pages a day, reading 10 pages of an inspirational, personal growth minded or personal development book in a day really gives you the opportunity to break something down into a manageable chunk, something that's not going to be completely overwhelming or try to rip your world apart in a day. But 10 pages and 24 hours after that is marination time. It's integration time and it's implementation time where you get to go out and practice, see it. What does it work? Does it not work? And I feel like personally that's a really powerful way to move forward and shifting and changing the balance of the things in your life that you want to achieve. So that's where 10 Pages was born. I'll tell you a little bit more about myself. I am a San Diego native, born and raised on the playground. That's where I spent most of my days. Just kidding. But thank you, Will Smith, for that memory. I am a personal growth and development junkie. Prior to starting reading 10 pages a day, I was reading anywhere from 2 to 3 books at a time and oftentimes not getting through anything because it's just like, oh my gosh, squirrel. So this was, like I said, a really powerful tool. When I came across it, it seemed kind of obvious at the time, but it was like, oh yeah, 10 pages a day. And what's incredible is you'll find that you go through a book, one, a lot faster than you would expect to, and secondly, you really you internalize a lot more information, especially in personal growth and development, where sometimes the ideas can be like, maybe it's something you've never heard before, or maybe it's just like, I can't, like I just can't. It makes it something you can swallow, something you can stomach, and move forward. But again, it happens a lot faster than you would expect. So I grew up as an only child. There was a time in my life where just, a little heart to heart with you here. Looking inside was really hard. It was, there were some things in me that I didn't want to see, and I wanted to be fixed from the outside. But in my opinion and in my experience, self-help is not really about being fixed. Self-help is partially about finding out, realizing, and truly believing that you're not broken in the first place. So nobody here who's come to 10 pages a day virtual book club is broken. Just want to say that. If that's how you're feeling, I know I'm saying it's not going to change a lot for you, but I'm hoping that as we expand and as we grow together through our 10 pages a day, that you come to realize that you're not broken. There's no broken. And the other big thing that I realized on my own path was that nobody can help me if I'm not open to being helped, if I'm not willing to help myself. I say that because when I started on this, I was a closet self-help junkie. Like I would hide my books from people. I didn't want to, I didn't want people to know I was reading self-help books, because I thought, oh, that means I'm weak. That means that I am broken. That means that I need to be fixed. It means, this whole litany of things, which when I came out of the self-help closet, I had to take a look at where those ideas came from, where those beliefs came from. And what I realized was they don't serve me. And so I decided I wasn't going to believe that anymore. Granted, that was after reading several self-help books. So, this is my contribution to shifting what happens in a person's life in what seems like a small way, what is sharing what's shifting in my life on a daily basis in 10 pages a day. So if this speaks to you, I hope you come back every day, because it's going to be a daily project every day, 10 pages a day, and see what I'm up to, see what kind of conversation is starting between all of us here who end up engaging with this. I will be including the links to each book. Just a disclaimer, I am not affiliated with any of the writers or publishing companies, anything like that. This is just my personal library. Some of the books I have read, some of them I haven't, so we might be sharing things for the first time. Some things may resonate with you, some things don't, or won't, I should say. Be open to that. I'm not here to push any one belief or another. I'm just here to share. So I'm going to keep the videos anywhere between 5 and 10 minutes. I don't want to take up your whole day, just sitting here. So come back for the next video. We'll be starting with our first book. I'm so excited to be sharing this with you, and let's dive in. Let's start changing our lives.